Pan in the room. It's a little early. Okay. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. It's a few minutes early. I know. It's a few minutes early. Here we are. As promised, back at the Creeper Gallery in New Hope, Pennsylvania. How's everyone doing tonight? We got everything set up in there, so we could just go right from here to there. Hello, Eric. How are you? Laura, how you doing? For those of you who don't know, the Creeper Gallery is in New Hope, Pennsylvania. Hey, Crystal, how are you? This part of the store that I'm in now, the shop. Susan, how are you? Hey, Annette. This part of the shop, Cheryl, how you doing? I'm going to turn the camera around and show you the shop here before we start. StreamYard makes it extremely difficult to do so. There we go. This is the Creeper Gallery. When you walk in the door's right there. This is kind of what you see as you come in. This is the gallery part where a lot of Donna Marion's creations are in this room, along with Madame Clara. But a lot of this stuff is Donna's out here. Hello, Roseanne, Monica, how's everybody doing? So again, I just want to show you this stuff here because it's not all just about the Red Room. There is so many cool things out here that hopefully you guys will get a chance to visit the Creeper Gallery at some point. And if you can't, at least I can kind of show you what's here, the type of things that you can find at the Creeper Gallery. Again, a lot of these are all Donna Marion's creations and Madame Clara. Lots of cool stuff here. There's Madame Clara, Curiosities. Hey, John McGinnis, how are you? This thing right here, I'm going to buy this one day. I kind of like that thing. That thing's kind of cool. But there we go. This is the outside part of the Creeper Gallery. And running around and hiding is Chris Therian there. You can see her hiding behind the tree. Acting weird already, so you're in for a treat, I'm sure.
I'm born weird.
What's that?
I was born this way.
Ain't that the truth? And this is where we go. That's where we begin. The Red Room, where all the haunted objects are. We have 3 pretty good ones picked out, at least good in theory. Pretty interesting stories. This was one of the first times that let me turn my camera back around here. One of the first times that we were able to come in and I was able to just say, yeah, that one, and that one, because I think they're going to be 3. Hopefully, again, you never know if they're going to be active. You just pick it out according to the story. 2 of them are supposed to be a little dark. 1, not so much, but they're different. That's for sure. So we'll walk in. We'll start with the first object and we'll try to get 3 done and see what happens. All right. So again, into the Red Room. Again, I'm going to mess with my camera here, guys. They're going to be 2 minutes again. Sorry to keep doing this. Back. And here we have the Red Room. Good evening, Kathy. Hello, Susan. Again, for those of you who don't know, this is where all the haunted objects are. This is the Red Room in the Creeper Gallery. Surrounded by haunted objects. What could be better? Hello, Ann. How you doing? So here we are. And there's
put it on auto?
No, you turn it off.
Okay. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. There's object number 1. We'll read that information soon. We have everything set up like usual, but we'll demonstrate it both for you as well as whatever spirits we might be talking to tonight. But again, these are all the haunted objects. And there is numero uno. So most of the things that we have here. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, Luann. Whoa. All right, I'm backing up. Most of the things that we have here do react to changes in the electromagnetic field. Hello, Charlene. Changes in static electricity and things that you could touch to make light up. Hey, Deanne. So that's really what we're going to demonstrate all that as we go here. But again, everything you see here is mostly EMF, static electricity, touch, and even temperature a little bit. So we're going to try a lot of different things here. Hello, Kay. Hello, Michelle. Cindy, how are you? So the first object is these two toys here, believe it or not. It's a bear and a little bear. Two toys, and there's a picture right there. See that? The picture and the toys.
Baby David's Bears. David Patrick Roche, born 1886, died 1938, buried in St. Catherine's Cemetery in Moscow, PA. He was medium build, tall, sandy color hair, and brown eyes. Mother was Catherine. Father, Michael, was a mechanist for the railroad. And oh, hello. You
Somebody
responded to
here?
what I was saying, huh? Also, the sensor went off. For the railroad and died at age 27 years old. Claims are David is still heavily attached to his childhood toys and happier times.
So again, somebody who, and David, it said, worked at the railroad as well, but it said on his death certificate that he, something to do with the police. Show that real quick. There it is right there. I don't know if you guys could see that with the lighting. Maybe I gotta hold it up that way. But here's his death certificate. There's his name. And then it says, you guys probably can't see that,
Can you see it if I do this?
but it says trade profession and it says police. And then it says underneath, no, take that light away. It said industry or business to which work was done. And it says Loche Railroad, Lock Railroad. So I don't know exactly what his job was, but again, we have enough information here to kind of start with. But this is the actual certificate of death for him. And he was 51 years old when he died. So just
And who's that?
because
That's the father? I mean, that's David?
that's David, yeah.
That's David.
So there's David's childhood picture and toys. So David wasn't a child when he passed. He was actually an adult. So, but these are, again, that's his childhood picture and I guess his favorite toys or some of his favorite toys. So we're going to turn off the light here and hopefully the lighting's good enough. So that's decent. Now, what you see behind, one of the things that we have new is there's a white box back there and there's something on top of it that you can't really see. That's a motion/shadow detector that could detect either left, right, or behind. So if you hear that thing boop and you see lights, that's detecting something on either side of the object or behind
it. That's because everybody says they see a lot of shadows from behind you when you're doing things.
So do you want to start with David?
No, you go right ahead.
So you tell me if you can see me well enough. If not, I'll put a flashlight on the floor. Okay.
If I have to, I'll put one right here.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah, I'm going to put a little bit of a light.
I mean, that's not good. I'm kind of right.
That's better.
I don't want to interfere with my.
No, that's why I got it pointed that way.
All right. So David. Hi, David.
The green light is just for illumination.
Yeah. Should I turn it off?
Mm-mm.
Or could you? Okay. Hi, David. My name is John. This is Chris here with me. You're sort of new to this building and this area. You've been here a little while, though. In that case, though, I have seen those toys for a while. Chris keeps pointing them out to me, and we've yet to speak to you. I apologize for that. You've seen us speak with the others that are here with you. I'm sure it's kind of strange for you to be in a room where there's so many other people like you who have passed and maybe still around the things that belong to them, that matter to them. That's what we do. We come in and we try to talk to whoever might be attached to, connected to,
You're getting off of the static dome. You're getting a charge.
or around the things that belong to them. And in this case, we have your childhood picture, and we have some toys that belong to you when you were a child. Supposedly, these represent really happy times and happy memories for you. The thing was that was kind of strange when we were talking about your father and your mother. Where's those other flashlights right there?
There's one right here. Here.
When we were talking, when Chris was reading about your parents, we were talking about he was medium build, tall, sandy hair, and brown eyes. That's you. And then mother's name was Catherine, and father Michael was a machinist with the railroad who died at the age of 27, which means you were probably very young when your father passed. You seem to react to that.
Meredith said that her mother's father was a policeman for the railroad.
Okay, so it makes sense. So again, as someone who was around industrial type of equipment, the things that we placed around your toys and your picture shouldn't be that hard for you to work and manipulate. These are things, like I was describing, that work by just you being around in that area, just trying to come out from the toy or the picture or to stand in that section. We have a camera here that can see you.
Yep.
Yeah, just like that.
Perfect.
And if you're in that area, all that you're going to see are lights. This one here in particular, the circle, is a rainbow colored. It goes all the way around. You see the green. That green could turn to red, blue, that could go all the way around if you just move your fingers like this. Perfect. Good job. Thank you, David. This one here you've already figured out. This is the one that makes music. You kind of had that working a little bit. This one by your picture has two fingers like this, V's. That's red and green. It does the same thing that one does there that you're touching now. And these lights that may look strange to you, they just change different colors. Again, like the rainbow. If you release your energy from the objects or you stand there, they're going to let us know because we can't see you. We can't hear you, unfortunately. We don't have that ability. I also have these little twinkly things like that. When you touch them, they twinkle like the stars. This one says the word no on it, that egg that's yellow. This egg that's blue says yes. And again, these are things that we try to use to try to bridge the gap of communication between us and you. Because, like I said, I'd love to be able to have a conversation with you where you're standing here or sitting here and we're talking, but we don't have that ability. So we got to try to do what we can to bridge the gap between us. Okay?
David passed in 1938.
38. So he's aware of kind of technological, not this stuff, but temperature, motion. David, it says that you were that you're buried in St. Catherine Cemetery in Moscow, PA. And that
was his mother's name, Catherine.
Oh. And you were born 1886 and passed on 1938. It's now the year 2022, believe it or not. Again, childhood toys that were yours. If you want to answer, I'm going to encourage you, of course, to speak out loud or try to maybe tap on things. We've had others do that in this room before where maybe if you want to knock once or twice. But the things that we put around your toys and around this area, that would be the best way to interact and just show us that you're listening and that you could hear us. Okay? So I want you to try that as we go and as I keep talking to you. But we're going to try some other things to hear your voice. But this is a good way to start. And I thank you for touching that circle because I did see you make it go all the way around when we started. David said you were a policeman at the railroad. Is that kind of job to make sure no one's stealing from the boxcars, like any things that they were when they had the trains kind of, stationed there, just sitting there waiting to leave or loading them up. Is that what the police did at the railroad? Did kind of patrol maybe the tracks or the area? I'm kind of unfamiliar with that. It's much different now today, I think. I don't think they do it that way, but I could be wrong. But again,
Like they stayed right there at the
I don't
maybe
know.
the
I don't know
stations where
if that was the point of
yeah.
what they did. Is that true, David? If that's true, that you were there kind of just patrolling one particular area, maybe night after night, guarding those what do they call it, boxcars?
Yeah, the shipments and stuff.
Yeah, if that's what you were doing, if that was your job, could you again touch anything here or wave your hands around anything here, or come out from those toys to answer that question, or the yes no Easter eggs would be good?
Did they used to hire like Pinkerton and like that to ride the trains to protect or watch over?
That's they did that with Stagecoach. I don't know if they did it with it. Maybe they did do it with the rails as well. So here's what we're going to do, David. And again, I thank you for kind of making that music box go off when we were reading and then touching that circle there. We're going to try a few different things that are going to seem really, really strange to you to reach you. But it will help us really talk to you and find out more about you, because that's why we're here tonight. We just want to find out about you and your life. Anything you want to tell us about your parents, anything at all that you want to share with us. We'd be happy to listen, because these toys and your picture are gonna go to somebody else. Someone's gonna buy them, and they're gonna bring them into their home, and they're gonna display them along with the information that we have about you here. We do unfortunately have your death certificate here as well, and like I said, someone's just going to keep these things and keep your memory alive and take care of your toys, which I would be happy about. I mean, I don't have anything from my youth as far as toys, and I had a lot of toys as a kid.
Did you have a certain toy that brought you happiness, that if you could
as a
have?
kid, my Spider-Man dolls, man. I love my Spider-Man dolls.
Because that's what that card said, something about that. It seems that these
it
toys
evokes
bring him
happy
back
memories
to
and
a
a good
happier time.
So again, I can appreciate that type of thing, because when I think of certain toys, like Chris was just saying, it does make you remember when you were a kid and life was easy and you're just fun, and you probably played with these two bears and a bunch of other animals. I mean, I've done that 100 times. I used to have the little plastic ones, that and the army figures and the animals, and I played with all that stuff for hours and hours. And yeah, they were part of my youth, and we miss that part as we get older. I know you were 51 when you passed, according to the certificate. I'm now 54. Chris is a little bit older.
I wonder if these were given to him by his father.
His parents, yeah. Well, he didn't want to buy those toys.
I mean, I'm just saying that the maybe they mean so much and he's attached to him because his father died so young.
27 years old. David, your father's name was Michael. I don't know. I'm sure you know that. Did Michael Roche? I hope I'm saying your Roche. Did Michael, your father, did he buy those bears for you? Again, anything you want to touch to let us know that you're answering, we'll take that as a yes. You just have to, in that area, move around or try to touch something. Can you do that? What about your mom? Your mom's name is Catherine. Did your mom buy those toys for you? Those two bears? That's me. I mean, they're in great shape for as old as they are. None of my toys look that good from when I was a kid, for darn sure. What about, is it a birthday gift, maybe? Christmas present, holiday gift? Any of the above? Somebody else give those to you? Friend, aunt, uncle? Anybody? Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do, David. Again, my name is John. This is Chris here. We're going to try a few different things, as you may have seen us do with lots of other things and people that we've talked to before. We're going to try to hear your voice in a couple of different ways. One of them is using a strange radio that I'm pointing at right here with my finger. And another is using something called a recorder. And I really would encourage you to try to talk with us and tell us about you, about your job, your life, what happened to you at the age of 51. Anything you want to share about your parents, about your dad, about these toys, whatever you want to share with us, we'd be happy to hear. Okay? So I'm going to turn it on, and it's going to sound a little strange at first, but believe it or not, if you try to say the word out loud or a word or two, you're going to hear it come through that radio, and it's going to seem really strange. But we can use this to talk to you, almost like a telephone type of thing. Okay? Here we go. Hello, David. My name is John, and this is Chris. Could you say hello or David, please? Hello. Did you hear that?
I did, very low.
Hello, David. I'm going to turn my recorder on here. That was that's an evening. Good evening, David. Let me just do something really quick here. I do appreciate you talking.
That was a proper gentleman's evening.
Why is this not working? So, David, maybe answer my question before I even asked it. What was your job at the railroad? What did you do? How many years did you work at the railroad? Could you give me a number? How many years? These bears, do you remember who gave them to you? Do you remember that? Who they were from? Or who you think they were from? Maybe you don't know exactly, but who do you think you remember giving them to you? So this picture here, David, that's me. This picture here, David, that I'm holding in my hand. How old are you in this picture? I was saying before, David, that my name is John and this is Chris. I mentioned that your bears are going to be sold to somebody else. How do you feel about that? So if I were to take them home and put them on my mantle, David, what happened to you at the age of 51? Were you sick? Do you know how you passed? All right, David, I'm going to stop this. Is there anything you want to say before I shut this off that I didn't ask you? I'm going to hit the button. Last words? There was good stuff in the beginning of that before I hit record. That always happens to me. Always. It makes me record after I hear the good stuff. Like he said, evening, you know? I did think I heard a few things there, though.
People thought it said fine when you said it's okay with going home with.
That's what I thought I heard, too.
I'm not even going to guess anymore because my hearing is so bad.
Okay. That's me. It's up all the way. That's on. All right. One more speaker, so I'll turn it up. There we go. What was your maybe answer my question before I even asked it. What was your job at the railroad? What did you do?
I know. Guys, all the sensors are going off. I can't see. I don't know if you guys
Not
can
only
see.
those are shadows. That's either
Those are
side.
shadows
Shadow
going
to
off
the
from
left
either
and to the
side.
right.
And your lantern was going off. Wow.
That was, again, those lights. See, I'll show you guys real quick so you know what I'm talking about. There's an orange, really light light on either side of that table that gives it the light that it needs for that sensor to be able to judge shadows. So if anything moves on the side, on either side, I'm putting my hand there now. That's what happens. It shows me which side the light is breaking and the shadow's coming. And it does the same for,
From right to left.
yeah, over there too. I can't really reach it. But it does the same.
Which is good because you can't affect it.
For the back as well.
And they all lit up.
How many years did you work at the railroad? Could you give me a number? How many years? These bears, do you remember who gave them to you? Do you remember that? Who they were from? Or who you think they were from? Maybe you don't know exactly, but who do you think you remember giving them to you? So this picture here, David, that's me. This picture here, David, that I'm holding in my hand. How old are you in this picture? Can't be. You're either on 3 or 13. I was saying before, David, that my name is John and this is Chris. I mentioned that your bears are going to be sold to somebody else. How do you feel about that?
Fine.
So if I were to take them home and put them on my mantle, David, what happened to you at the age of 51? Were you sick? Do you know how you passed? All right, David, I'm going to stop this. Is there anything you want to say before I shut this off that I didn't ask you? I'm going to hit the button. Last words? So I think the initial kind of shock of like that box being turned on and that noise kind of freaks people out. And you could see like, again, somebody moved on either side. It's like they went from there to there and then the no egg started lighting up. So sorry about that, David. I didn't mean to startle you with that. It's just, again, something you could have used. I did hear you say good evening or evening. That was really nice of you. So we're going to try it without that box now. We're just going to ask straight up questions. I'm going to talk out loud and I want you to just answer in your own voice. Okay. This is the recorder I was telling you about. Try the best you can. Oh, let me try one other thing before we do that. Again, this box is like the Ovilus, only it takes readings of EMF energy and it finds a word for the reading and then it resets the EMF field, meaning it just doesn't start reading if it senses a high energy field, it'll start at 0 from there. And then it needs another fluctuation to spit out another word. So again, very much like the Ovilus. Calibrating now. David, one word at a time in this strange little box here. May repeat it. Tell me anything you want to tell me about you, about the toys, your parents, whatever you want us to know. Try in one word at a time to say one word that relates to any of it. You say hello. You want to say your name, our name, whatever you want to say. I'm going to put it over here by your toys. Think real hard of one word and what that word would be that you would want to say to help us know that it's you. Real hard. One word at a time. Can you do that? No? No words? You want to say bears? You want to say anything? Toys? You want to... Conventional. That's weird.
That's a big word.
Conventional? Conventional as far as what? Our method of conversation? Is that what you're stating? One more word, and then we'll try something different. Conventional. What does that mean? You want to say railroad, police, anything that could, again, relate directly to you, that we know it's you. Can you do that, David, please? One word. I don't know if John's in there or Chris is in there or David's in there. I have no idea what names are in this box here, but anything that we know that you're present.
Even an age. It can do numbers, right?
Try really hard. One more word. Okay. I'll put it right here by your toy and under your toy. So maybe that'll help if we get closer. That's me. That's me. Nest. Okay, not what I was looking for. Now I'm going to try it on the mode that could say a phrase instead of just the word. So I'm going to switch it over. All right, this may be able to say a few words, a whole sentence, in fact. Okay, try to say something that you want to say. It could be a lot of words, could be a few words. No.
Doesn't want to talk anymore.
It said no.
No.
It said no. Okay, that's not really friendly. Anything else? because I am going to try to hear your voice. Can you? Another no.
Oh, it's being very persistent.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Okay. John's frustrating
and the
you a
shadow
bit.
detector.
Yep.
And
Oh, there we go.
again, and the no way went off before.
Okay, David.
So, David, I hope we're not frustrating you, are we, with us trying to communicate with you, because we mean you no harm or no disrespect whatsoever. The idea here for us, and you've seen it before, is to just find out about you and to see if you're connected to your toys, and to make sure the right person buys these toys and wants them for the right reason and takes care of them. Maybe there's someone who works on the railroad, a police officer, anybody. That will buy these and like I said, take care of them, and they'll be around another 100 years. And we just want to see if you're willing to talk to us. So we'll try one more thing, and then we'll stop. Okay? If you really don't want to do this anymore, David, I thought I shut it off.
What did it say?
Language. I didn't curse. I thought I shut it off.
Oh.
All right, now it's on a phrase mode where it can say multiple words. Now you can really say what you want here, David. Just try that. This will say a bunch of words. If it's shut the hell up or something, I'm okay with that. Say whatever you want. What do you want to say? Turn around. You see that?
I'm not too sure. My eyes are blurry on their own, but they're saying the same things I am, so I guess they're seeing it.
Turn around.
It's scanning again.
Yeah. Turn around.
Turn around, like face away from you, or do you want John to notice that maybe you're in that corner and he's just not understanding that?
That's where the light keeps flashing. Okay, one more thing here, David, and we'll be done, and we'll talk to some of the others. And just so you guys know, this is kind of the nicest story of the objects. We have something else that belonged to a person who committed suicide, and we have a cursed Ouija board, believe it or not, that Chris may have to bow out for, but that's what's coming after the toys here. So we'll do the EVP session and then we'll switch. All right, David, this can actually hear your voice. Okay, and if you're talking, if you're saying no, if you're saying whatever you want to say, we'll hear it in your own voice this time. Put it down here. I'm going to hit record. Record. David, do you not want to talk to Chris and I this evening? Would you prefer not to? Were these the only toys that were saved out of your collection? I mean, every child, especially boys, have a ton of toys. Were these the only two that were saved? Could you tell us either your mother or your father's first name? What could you tell me about your life? Maybe your accomplishment or a happy moment? Can you tell me, again, do you know how you passed? Were you sick? Did you have some kind of disease or something? That's me. Again, this picture here. How old were you when this picture was taken? What would you like to see happen to your toys, David? Before we stop, David, is there anything that we could do for you to assist you or to help you in any way? All right, David.
In his death certificate, it doesn't state if he had family or was married or anything like
I
that,
don't
does
believe
it?
he was married. I was looking for that before. Oops. What did I do with that flashlight I had? That was right here.
That was John.
Yeah.
He's sitting there light.
It says his birthplace under if married, widowed, or divorced. There's nothing. It's just a line through it. So
it doesn't even identify if he
No,
was
I
married,
wonder if he
divorced,
was
or widowed, or
never
so
married.
just never married.
Yeah.
And there's nothing about children or anything, obviously.
Date last worked at his occupation was 1/28/38. And he passed when?
Look on the card that was
Right,
written
because
out.
he didn't pass much
He
longer.
died in 1938.
38, yes. So maybe something
He
happened. on the
died from
job.
his job, maybe?
Wow. Did something happen on the job, David? That led to your passing? Was it an accident or something? I'm sure that would have been listed on here as a cause of death. Was it related to your job?
It doesn't have a cause of death?
No. Not that I saw. All right, let me listen back to this. Shut off again? No. Do you not want to talk to Chris and I this evening? Would you prefer not to? I thought it was a no, but I'm not sure.
That's what the egg was lighting up as. No.
Yeah, I thought I heard it really quick, but I'm not sure. Were these the only toys that were saved out of your collection? I mean, every child, especially boys, have a ton of toys. Were these the only two that were saved? Shut the air off, right? Mm-hmm. Can you tell us either your mother or your father's first name? could you tell me about your life? Maybe your accomplishment or a happy moment? Should you turn that off? That's awful loud.
I turned it off. It's off.
Can you tell me, again, do you know how you passed? Were you sick? Did you have some kind of disease or something? Did you have some kind of disease or something? Did you have some kind of disease or something? Did you have some kind of disease or something? Sick? Did you have some kind of disease or something? Did you have some kind of disease or something? Did you have some kind of disease or something? No. I'm going to look for the cause of death and see if there's anything. See? And this picture here. How old were you when this picture was taken? Coronary
Heart
thrombosis.
attack. What?
And he had pneumonia. What would you like to see happen to your toys, David? And pneumonia too. I guess that led to the.
Yeah. Hi, Yara.
Stomach. Before we stop, David, is there anything that we could do for you to assist you or to help you in any way? I'm supposed to understand it. I just want to go back to that. How did he die? We could do for you. If I can find it.
Yeah, people are saying they heard two words, heart and then attack.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What would you like to see happen to your toys, David? Be happen to your. Was that before or after that? Are you sick? Can you tell me, again, do you know how you passed? Were you sick? Did you have some kind of disease or something? Kind of disease or something? Pneumonia. Did you have some kind of disease or something?
Oh
Pneumonia. Disease or something?
Pneumonia.
Have some kind of disease or something? Wow.
That is insane. That is insane.
I knew I heard something there and I couldn't freaking make it out. Wow. All right, David. I thank you for spending time with us and communicating with us. I do hope that these toys are well taken care of for many, many, many years and that your memory is kept alive through your pictures and all the information here relating to you and your life. And hope to talk to you again maybe at some other time. But
I
thank
agree.
you.
That was really good evidence. That was really good
Okay,
evidence.
let's move this out of here. I'm gonna mess with your toys too much here, David. I'm gonna put them right back in the cabinet. Oh, shit, I'm not.
You can put them right next to me if you
I'm gonna put
want.
them right here for now. There you go, David.
Yeah, that was clear as day is right.
And I had no idea.
No,
idea.
because we
That's
couldn't
what
put
it
it
was.
together. And how crazy is that?
Okay, now we're gonna move on to the not so nice
Yeah.
stuff. But again, we don't have any idea if this is good or bad.
No, we don't. Not that piece.
So let me show you what this is. I can turn it up. Oh, wow, that's heavier than I thought it was. I'm gonna turn the light on.
Okay. Oh, it would be a better thing. That's good to turn the light on. You guys hearing that sound?
So I don't know what
Actually, it's still pretty dark because the light
Is
is
it
like,
really?
yeah, it's just the way the light is in here. If you come closer, go
see
ahead.
the inside of that.
Yeah, there we go. Oh wow, the etchings on this are
Yeah, it's really
absolutely
beautiful here.
gorgeous. I don't know if you guys can catch it. I know the shadow playing here, it's pretty tough. Look at that. Can you see the bottom? Oh wow, that's a solid piece.
The back is the same as the front.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Give me 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm. I'll read the paper. Okay. This is a haunted piece claimed to be owned by politician Joseph W. Bloodgood, 1926 to 1960, of Madison, Wisconsin. He died from suicide by hanging himself with his belt in a hospital shower room. He was 34 years old. When the glass insert exploded for no reason, the owners became fearful. So there was, oh, we have a figure. And it just left. As soon as we acknowledged it, it just like, I'm out of here. It was just, okay.
Could you come back, please? We did see you standing near that. I don't even know could not even tell. What is that? I mean, it looks like I don't know what it's used for.
That it's a champagne bottle holder.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
Yes. So there was a glass around it that shattered. Where you see I'll go closer to it so you guys can tell.
Did it go? Come back again, please. I'm sorry. We didn't mean to startle you by pointing out the fact that you were standing there. Wow, that was something.
So where the container is that holds I guess there was a glass around it.
Oh,
Yeah, I just kind of want to go up there so they can see what we're talking about. I'm just going to go a little bit close. Don't know if you could see around. There used to be a glass piece that was around it. And the owners that owned it actually said it shattered for no reason. And they wanted to get rid of it.
This, or are you concerned about?
I'm going to stay away from stuff, right? I haven't been having the best of luck with stuff, so I'm just going to.
Where's the card?
Right here. I was just reading it. I have no idea where he was from. John, it's lighting up the ball. I have a funny feeling this one's going to be active. Very active.
It's really cold.
Yes.
Very cold.
I agree with you. There's nothing.
Okay.
I'm keeping an eye.
Ooh, it is really cold. Well, that temperature.
You guys aren't here with us, but there's like a cold breeze that all of a
temperature
sudden just like
It
came right
changed
through the room.
drastically within the last 10, 20 seconds.
Yeah.
In the area where the figure was. Okay, here we go. See,
I didn't read the rest of it.
I just heard something.
You did.
I heard like a
Okay.
I wasn't really listening when you were doing this because
Go ahead and read it again.
That's me. I'm going to read it and you can respond to it. You were standing there before when we were talking about this. Claimed to be owned by politician Joseph W. Bloodgood, 1926, 1960 of Madison, Wisconsin. He died from suicide by hanging himself with his belt in a hospital shower room. Oh my God. He was only 34 years old. It was when the glass exploded that the owners became fearful.
Kathy said he was a coroner for 3 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you, Kathy.
So, Joseph, my name is John.
And he served in the Navy.
My name is John, and this is Chris here with me. You may have watched us talking to David there, and we're now going to give you the opportunity to interact, to talk, say whatever you feel. Tell us more about you, about your life, even if you don't want to talk about how it ended, that's fine. We just want to try to communicate with you any way that we can, and see if you're still here, present with us. The glass did shatter, and apparently the people who did own this were concerned that maybe, I guess, that you were present around this champagne bottle holder and that you were upset, angry, something, and that you were reacting for whatever reason. So what we try to do is come in and let you say what you want to say, react the way you want to react, and figure out if you're okay with this object of yours belonging to another owner, and if they should be concerned because you are unhappy or angry or whatever you're feeling is going to affect their home and their living space and their family or whoever they might be, or themselves. So for now, we're just going to try to talk with you, and you could, again, interact with some of the equipment. If you were a coroner, right? Isn't that what she said?
She said he was a coroner for 3 years, and he was in the Navy.
So, and in the Navy, you should be very familiar with simple equipment and how it works, electronic equipment and things of that nature. These things that we did put around this object that you're supposedly connected to measure electromagnetic field energy in and around the object. So if you are there, the theory is that if a spirit is present, we're going to have a change in the energy around the things that belong to them or are in the area where they are. So if you were there, these string of lights here that you see that are kind of pink, purple, whatever color you want to call them, they're going to change all different colors: blue, green, red, orange, depending on the level of that energy. Same with this little lantern right here that I'm pointing at. It'll change colors. This circle here is like, we call that a rainbow ball, but it's really not. It works by static electricity. And that's me. I just did that, and see how it's going around there. It's reacting to the static that I just gave it from my hands. So if you were to do the same thing I did, it'll go all the way around, different colors, and we'll be able to see that you're doing that. The fingers, this one and that one, there's just 2 D fingers like that. They're going to turn green and red. Nothing here is going to hurt you. There's that little twinkly ball that you touch that will light up. There's another one down here. There's Easter eggs that say yes and no, yellow, blue. And there's this thing here that makes music.
He also served as Dane County's first family court judge.
Okay, so again, educated man. God, did a lot of things in his life.
For 34?
How old was he? 34.
34.
34 years old. He did all that in 34 years. Wow, that's amazing.
Which makes me wonder what.
Sent him over the edge.
Yeah, what?
So Joseph, we were hearing a lot about your life, and it sounded like you had quite a few accomplishments in your life, and you were a man who, again, was well renowned for doing so many different things by the age of 34. That's incredible. I didn't. I'm 54 and I haven't accomplished nearly what you did. We're gonna kind of talk a little bit about how your life ended, if you don't mind, and if you have any problem at all with that. If we're hitting a nerve, or if we're getting you angry, or if we're upsetting you, then by all means, the things that I told you to do in this area, we even saw you standing here on our special camera. We could see that. But if we touch a nerve and we touch on a sensitive subject and you're starting to get upset that we're talking about things that we shouldn't be, then yes, by all means, make your presence known by touching any of the things or moving around in that area and knock on something, and we'll get off that subject and we'll talk about other things in your life that maybe you'll want to talk about instead. Okay? We're not looking to disrespect you or your memory one bit. We know through life experience that things happen in life that are overwhelming and all consuming, and that sometimes it's hard to get out of that place for people, and that just stopping it all one way or another seems like the best way to end it or to make it stop. And again, we've all had those moments. I've lived through some. I'm sure a lot of others have as well. Family members as well. So it is familiar to me. And I do wish that there was a way that you had someone in your life to get you through those times and whatever was happening. And, it could have been around for a lot longer. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. But we're going to give you a chance to talk, to hear your voice. Believe it or not, we have this little box here, which is a broken radio that people communicate through. We also have a recorder here that may actually hear your actual voice if you want to talk. So we're going to give you every opportunity to talk and to tell your story and to talk about why you shattered the glass and anything about your life that you want to talk about beyond how it ended. Again, in 34 years, I'm beyond impressed with Navy coroner. What was the other?
Judge.
I mean, that's beyond incredible. Beyond incredible. So again, we could talk about those things too. We did see you standing there. So if you wouldn't mind, again, as soon as I put the champagne holder there, you did seem to stand there for a second. So bless you.
Thank you.
So if you were to stand there, we can see it, believe it or not. And these things are going to react to you being there as well. So let's try EVP first. We're going to try the recording first this time. And I really do want you to try to talk. I'd like to hear your voice before I hear it through a radio. And we'll give you every chance in the world to talk and to react. Okay, Joseph? And Bloodgood. Wow. Again, hospital shower. I can't even imagine what you were going through at that point to do it that way in particular. Other people have. So, like I said, I get it. So let's try with the recorder first. And at any point, if I'm touching on something that's too sensitive or that's agitating you or upsetting you, then, like I said, by all means, anything you want to touch or knock over or light up, and we'll stop and we'll talk about something else. Okay? So let me put this down. This is the recorder. Right down here, that was me who did that. And I'm going to hit the record button now. So we can't see you. We can't hear you, Joseph. But through this recorder, we'll be able to. So that was the first in a while.
Yeah.
I haven't had one of these in a long time. Let me know when it's passed.
It's gone.
Okay, let me get my stomach set.
Yeah.
I got issues here with my stomach.
Yeah, my nose started running like a sieve all of a
And
sudden.
my stomach too. I'm starting to get stomach cramps actually, and I'm thinking it's more because of the Ouija board than anything. The Ouija board, as soon as I took it from where it was, I get that blinding headache that I usually get when something's not good.
Well, I'm stepping out when you do that
Now my stomach
because
is cramping. So.
as soon as I walked in this room, all I could smell was human
That was
feces.
so weird. You kept saying that.
All I
over
could
and over.
smell was human
I can't
feces.
smell it at all.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, let's go here. Hello, Joseph. Again, my name is John. This is Chris. Could you please say your name out loud so we could hear it and hear your actual voice, please? Of all the accomplishments that we talked about here, which are you most proud of? Would you mind, Joseph, if I asked what happened that caused you to take your life on that day? When you were in the Navy, what was your rank? Did you have any siblings? What was it that caused you to break the glass that day? We could hear somebody walking around out in the gallery. Is this you, Joseph?
There's a shadow.
Hold on, we got to see if somebody's out there. We locked the door, but that was way too close. Those footsteps and that creaking. Oh, sorry.
There was literally a shadow that went by here. Did you see me like jerk over?
No, it was right here.
I know.
That creaking and those footsteps were right here. They were right here. That's what I heard.
Walk again. Oh man.
That was weird.
Ooh.
Ouch. Really strange. I should have left the recorder running though, because I'm curious if he would have talked while I was out there.
Hello, Joseph. Um, Again, my name is John. This is Chris. Could you please say your name out loud so we could hear it and hear your actual voice, please? Of all the accomplishments that we talked about here, um, which are you most proud of?
Can't make it out.
Does it say family?
I want to say the Navy.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'll listen to that again.
Would you mind, Joseph, if I asked what happened that caused you to take your life on that day? When you were in the Navy, what was your rank?
That's
I was
when
out
the voices
there.
started. Yeah. You hear it.
Did you have any siblings? What was it that caused you to break the glass
No. No siblings.
that day?
Oh.
That's the no egg.
There's
There's the voice. There's the walking.
We could hear somebody walking around out in the gallery. Is this you, Joseph?
You heard that?
Out in the gallery. Is this you, Joseph?
Yes.
Out in the gallery. Is this you, Joseph? Out in the gallery. Is this you, Joseph? Out in the gallery. Is this you, Joseph?
That's a yes.
Out in the gallery. Is this you, Joseph?
That's a yes. It goes yes. And it just gets louder. Listen to that. Listen to that.
It's right next to me.
Listen to that.
There's a shadow. That's why it sounds like someone came in.
That was really weird.
Yeah,
huh?
stay still and video while that's going on right next to you. I got like this is like right next to me,
Right
guys.
there.
And
Right there.
and while you were talking, I look over because there's that green light from the outside there, and I saw the shadow go right by there. And I'm like trying to contain myself, and I'm about ready to have a heart attack.
Before I did the spirit box, let me do this box here real quick
Whew.
again. Joseph, one word at a time, please. Just pick one word that's relative to you and your life or something you want to say. And this box here will repeat it. Try really hard and just think of one word that's relative that we could start with. Anything you want to say. We did hear you walking around out there. That was kind of weird. One word. Say it out loud. Can you do that? I won't get too close to this here, but sun. That's not what's on there.
S-U-N or S-O-N?
S-U-N. I don't know if the word S-O-O-N is on there. All right, let me try the phrase. So now you can say multiple words, okay? Anything you want to say, just say it out loud. And this box may repeat it, okay? Try really hard. Say something. Can you please do that, Joseph? It's coming. That's
What's
after
coming?
we heard.
What's
That's after we
coming?
heard the noise out there. Did you get it?
I think so.
It's
You
gonna
guys can
change.
see that, right? Yeah.
It's coming.
Oh, Lord.
What's coming? Tell us what's coming. We heard you walking around out there. What's coming? Follow up on that. Tell us something more.
And I'm going.
It was right here, the steps. Please leave.
Oh, no.
Are you kidding me? Do you see that?
Oh, no.
Please leave. Are you getting that?
Ah, you guys saw that? Ah, hell.
Okay. We're going to try one more thing.
Oh!
What the
Sorry.
hell was that?
Well, you stay still when you hear that walking up and you see a
I
shadow.
wonder what that noise
And
was.
you just want to like get up and like run, but there's nowhere to run because the only place you can run to is where the shadow is.
Joseph, did you walk around out there again and approach this curtain here? Or better yet, move something in the room. Come on. Could you show yourself right here, Joseph? Please? Right here, in front of the champagne holder. Stand right there so we can see you. All right, I'm going to turn the spirit box on really, really quick before we move on to God knows what's going to happen next. Joseph, okay, I'm going to turn this broken radio on. Again, a Navy guy, a doctor, shouldn't be hard for you to manipulate. Just use the white noise and the different frequencies to talk, okay, like a telephone. Hold on 1 second. I need to run my recorder because I just heard something right off the bat that I don't want to say, but I heard it.
Glory goes that don't forget we're doing this for the evidence and that you were right there with you. I beg to differ. You are not here with me. You're wherever you are. Go ahead.
All right, I'm hitting record. Joseph Bloodgood. Joseph, if you're here, say your name, first name or last name.
Joseph, my name is John. This is Chris. Were you walking around out there? Are you angry or upset still, Joseph? How do you feel? Tell us how you're feeling. You can be honest. I'm going to hold that champagne holder, okay? I want to see what I feel when I hold it. Again, we were talking about your talking about your accomplishments, about you being a coroner, being in the Navy, and being a judge. Did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Which one of those things are you most proud of, or did you like doing the most? Is it okay if somebody else owns this and brings it into their home? If they were listening, what would you say to them? I'm going to hold this. That's me. I'm going to hold this, okay? Just to see if I can connect with you better. Okay? What happened to you? What happened to you that day in the hospital? Do you regret what you did? Okay, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to put this.
Did I say crazy?
I just feel nothing but cold around that thing. So I don't know if I got anything or not, but I did. Again, the lower stuff is what I hear, and I don't know if they hear it, but that's what I was kind of listening for.
Yeah.
So
No, I know what you meant about you're here for me and you got my back.
Joseph, Bloodgood. Joseph, if you're here, say your name, first name or last name. Joseph, my name is John. This is Chris.
Help me. Play that back.
My name is John. This is Chris.
I didn't say help me? What did it
Were
say?
you walking around out there? I'm going to stop. I don't know. Were you walking around out there? Were you walking around out there? I don't know if that's it was. I don't know.
Oh, wait.
Are you angry or upset still, Joseph? How do you feel? How do you feel? Tell us how you're feeling. You can be honest. I'm going to hold that champagne holder, okay? I want to see what I feel when I hold it. Again, we were talking about your talking about your accomplishments, about you being a coroner, being in the Navy, and being a judge. Did you say? Mm-hmm. Which one of those things are you most proud of, or did you like doing the most? Those things are you most proud of, or did you like doing the most?
None of them.
Proud of.
I knew I heard
Or
that.
did you like doing the most?
Makes
None of them.
sense.
None of them. That's what I hear.
Or did you like doing the most?
None of them.
Is it okay if somebody else owns this and brings it into their home? If they were listening, what would you say to them? Listening, what would you say to them?
Keep quiet.
Just want to get the headphones off here.
I'm going to hold this. That's me. I'm going to hold this, okay?
Wow, that's so much
Just to see if I
feedback.
can connect with you better. Just to see if I can connect with you better.
Did you hear some talking?
Yes.
Just to see if I can connect with you better.
It's like
Yeah.
Just to see if I can connect with you better.
Hear that?
Yeah.
I can connect with you better.
They repeated a mantra.
Okay? What happened to you? What happened to you that day in the hospital? Do you regret what you did?
Said there. We're gonna listen to that back too.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it.
All right, Joseph. I was hoping for a little more interaction with you, but
Oh,
we
I
did
think
hear
that
the
was
walking around
funny.
outside. We did see the figure, and there was something going on there for sure.
McCon, it's not us saying we heard. Everybody
Oh,
heard.
the walking?
Right
Oh,
up,
yeah, it
right
was.
next to me, right there. I mean, if you guys, I mean, it is so close where this, I can put my hand right there and block off that light. That's how close that is. And that shadow was right there.
Well, it's up to you what you want to do with this last one, but well, let me again, Joseph, Bloodgood. I hope you didn't think that we were disrespecting you, your life, or your memory.
and we're
We
very
are-
grateful for your service.
Yeah, we are just concerned about whether or not someone could have this in their house without you reacting in the way that you did with whatever happened with the glass. And somebody will buy this and bring it into their home. But again, we weren't trying to disrespect you or your memory or your life. We would have really liked to hear more about your accomplishments and everything. But maybe we'll talk again down the road a bit. But again, that walking around and
Figure right out of the gate.
that's a little trouble.
Yeah.
All right, Joseph. Thank you. Okay. We'll see if the best is last or the worst is last or nothing is last. Put you back up here.
As long as I don't have to interact, I'll stay over here and record
It's up to
you.
you. Again, I don't want you
I'll
to
give it
feel
a
like
shot,
you
but if things get hooky,
have to be here at all for this one. It's on you. I don't want to get blamed by them if things start going haywire and you're here. Okay, so last but not least, there it is. Another Ouija board. We know how I love the Ouija boards. Pretty old. Nothing on the back.
no, but supposedly there's an etching that appeared on the front
On the front.
that made the person, check my blood pressure.
I don't see anything. Okay, so let me tell you about this one. I don't know if I can get it to stand up right here. Probably not.
What if you use that to stand it, to open it and stand it in between, John?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The what they use to put up a plate or hold a picture.
It's not
This right.
that- oh, she had it in the. Yeah. No, she had it in that one. Okay.
Let's go back a little bit more. As
Are
much
we
as I
ready?
can. Yeah, I guess we're ready as we're ever gonna be.
Cursed Ouija board. Claims are this board was somehow connected to Luella Struthers Farm in Quiet Dell, West Virginia, where her husband, Harry Powers, buried the bodies of numerous women and children he killed. Can we read that again? Claims are board was somehow connected to Luella Struthers Farm in Quiet Dell, West Virginia, where her husband, Harry Powers, buried the bodies of numerous women and children he killed. This board was sold 5 years ago from this shop and was recently returned when the owner noticed the word evil appeared carved into the board one day.
It's right above the star, but it's upside down.
And there you have it.
And there we have it.
Well,
And there's that smell of feces again. It's very repugnant. And you don't smell it.
no, not at all. Okay, so I don't remember if you and I have had a chance to talk before. I assume we did if you were here before.
Could you reach your hand out straight for me?
With this?
Yeah, put it up. Yeah, I don't know if something's attaching it to you. No, it's attached to you. It's not you. So be careful.
Oh, look. Static detector's going off on the board. You missed it. Maybe you do remember me. That's fine. My name is John. We won't tell you her name because we're not going to involve her.
Nope.
I'm the one who's going to talk to you. I'm the one who's going to interact with you. And I'm the one that you want to engage with. Anything you have to say, anything you want to do, you could show me, or you could say to me. And we're going to give you a chance to show if you are evil. I will say this. When I was testing my spirit box before we started and we were figuring out the 3 objects that we were going to use, the very first 2 words out of the spirit boxes I tested, it was evil twice. And I told you that.
You did.
So I was assuming that that's what it was talking about. So I don't know if Luella or Harry is attached to that board. Apparently, Harry Powers was a murderer of women and children, which I think is disgusting. And I hope there's a hell and you're there, Harry, if this is true and if it is you. But apparently this was on a farm in West Virginia, Quietdale. What a funny name for a farm where people were killed. Apparently this board belonged to someone and you carved the words evil onto it and scared the person enough to where they returned the board. So again, that's someone who doesn't mind showing who they are and what they're capable of, and if they're unhappy or if they're trying to scare or intimidate. And again, a killer, I'm sure, would be that person if there is, in fact, a killer attached to this. So Harry, if it's you, the things that are around that board, instead of etching, although I would love to see you etch another word in there, like evil again or anything else, devil, whatever. It'd be great if I could see that. That those two fingers on the board were lighting up red and green. They sense movement, static around the board. The lights above that are purple will light up different colors. If you are that powerful and you can do things like right on the board, we should see a reaction of energy, a surge in energy around that board. This makes music. Just with your fingers by touching it. This circle here changes colors if you move your fingers around it like I did. And I have an egg blue with the word yes on it and an egg yellow with the word no on it. That if you tap it with your finger, like I'm tapping that little ball there, it's going to twinkle. And again, these lanterns react to a surge of energy as well, just changing red and blue and green and all different colors. So instead of writing on a board and scaring someone, I'm going to give you the opportunity with people watching to show how powerful you are and what you could do, and talk about yourself. Tell us who this is. If it's not Harry, then you'll have an opportunity to tell us what your name is and why you're connected to this board. Again, I'm going to use a special box here. You might remember, again, I don't know if you and I have ever spoken before, but there's been a few Ouija boards here, and that's me doing all that. And I don't know if you and I have spoken yet. So now's your chance. Whoever you are, if you could hear me, if you move on either side of that board, you're going to see these kind of strange lights and sounds happen to let me know that you're there. I'm going to give you the opportunity again to show me if you are evil, if you are powerful, what you can do. I'm here. I'm sitting 5 feet away from this board. Now's your chance, because there is a chance that someone else is going to take this into your home, and maybe you're waiting for that. Maybe that's what you want. Maybe you want to sit idle until someone brings you into their home, and then you do what you did with the board and write something on there to scare people. Are you evil? I'll give you an opportunity right now. Show me something if you're evil. Listen to my voice. React by moving in this area. Touch everything. Knock stuff over. Shake the board. Show me something that I could see that you're evil and that you are powerful and dangerous. Is it because this person was afraid of the board already? That you felt like you could intimidate them and do things? Is that what it was? Again, I did feel a bit of a headache initially. I don't feel the headache now. But I'm going to turn this box on, and I'm going to let you talk and say whatever you want to say. And again, it's just you and me here. Do whatever you want to do. Use my energy if you want. If that's what you need, use it. I'm touching the board. That's me. I'm touching the board. I'm moving my hand where the word supposedly evil was written. Show me what you can do. Make a noise in the room. Knock. Move something. I'll read it again. Here's the information. Claims are. That's me. Claims are. This board was somehow connected to the Luella Struthers farm in Quietdale, West Virginia, where her husband, Harry Powers, buried the bodies of numerous women and children he killed. Now, this board, somebody owned it for 5 years before you did what you did. I wonder what caused you after 5 years to react and write that word on the board. Does this board have anything to do with that farm? Any connection at all to West Virginia, Quietdale, and that land and those murders? That you? Could you knock again like that? One's fine. One maybe in the room here with us instead of doing it out there.
Voices. A male voice.
Woof, 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 woof. Oh, there's someone standing there.
Oh, Jesus. Thank God. You scared them.
I was just scared of
Oh, they scared me.
that was funny.
Oh.
All
Right
right.
behind you, John.
Huh? I see that. That's a start. That's good. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you the chance to say whatever you want to say and to hear your voice. This box here, you may remember it. I don't know if we worked together or that we talked together and you used this before, but this box here, I should be able to hear your voice. Okay. I see the static dome is lit all the way around. That's a good start. What about all this other stuff? Come on, you can do better than that, can't you? Show me what you could do. All of this stuff reacts to energy and power. And if you could do that, here, here's my hand, right by the Ouija board. Let me see your energy. It'll just change colors. All right, I'm going to turn this on. And I want to hear your voice. Go ahead. There was a hint of a detection of a shadow in that corner.
Yeah,
Where
and
the
you
dome
see
is?
that dome is very lightly lit. They wanted to know what the name of the farm was again.
Quiet. The name of the farm was
John, there's static on the board.
Struthers Farm in Quietdale, West Virginia. Struthers Farm. I can see a bit of your energy. I see the lights lighting up, the red and the green. I see this one here all the way around. Show me some more. Come on. Surely if you could carve the word evil on there, you could do more than that. That takes physical presence. That takes strength and control to carve etchings and words into wood. The things I put here are nothing to move, to light up. Going to take me 5 years to see what you can do? Okay, I'm turning on this box and I'd like to hear your voice, okay? And you can tell me if it's something maybe the person did that caused you to do that. You could tell me that too. Maybe it's maybe you're misunderstood. My name is John. Say my name if you said hello. Say my name if you could hear me. Say my name if you could hear me. What is your name? How should I refer to you? Tell me, what should I call you? Oh, did you hear that? It's an evil. Hit the recorder again. Got me again. You got me again without running the recording. Sensitive a bee. Okay. So again, tell me how to refer to you. What is your name? What do you want me to call you? I'm going to pick up that board. Is that careful? Did you just tell me to be careful? What was the person's name who owned this board that you scared? Remember their name? What did you write on the board? Right there. What did you write? Tell me. What does it say? Does the name Harry Powers have anything to do with this board whatsoever? If it does, I want to hear Harry's name. Harry, say Harry if it's you. Did people communicate with the victims of the murder with this board? Is that what it is? What happens if I take this board home? Tell me, if I take this board home tonight, what happens? I see that light. You can't do any more than that, can you? I can hear you now. You can warn me. I'm going to pick up the board. I'm going to hold it. Take those lights all the way around. More than two colors. They go all the way around. I'm going to hold that board. That's me. That's me. Okay. I have my hands on the board. Use my energy. Say what you want to say.
Static, your static fingers.
Come on. Say what you want to say. Come on, use my energy. I see the light. What is your name? Here's where the etching is. It's backwards too. Were they using a planchette? Planchette. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? So they were using a planchette. And did they call something? Did they call something in? Who did they bring in? After 5 years, who did they bring in? What if I get a planchette? Is that dangerous? I thought it said, when I said, what if I get a planchette? I thought it said you would die. And then it said your point. Like your point. I don't know, like it was asking me what my point was. But that static hasn't gone off again. I don't feel anything
The static fingers went off from by your side.
from the board itself when I hold it.
Tuh.
Stay there.
Oh, I'm sorry, but the stench of feces every time you touch it just seems to go through this whole room. And I'm trying not to gag.
Well, Ken, if you need to remove yourself, then remove yourself.
Let's get this done. I don't want you to have to reset.
Okay. So again, tell me how to refer to you. What is your name? What do you want me to call you? I'm going to pick up that board. So careful. Does it tell me to be careful? So careful. Does it tell me to be careful? What was the person's name who owned this board that you scared? Do you remember their name?
I want to get to the very end.
What did you write on the board? Right there. What did you write? Tell me. What does it say? Does the name Harry Powers have anything to do whatsoever?
I want to get to the end.
It does. I see that. More than. Stand again. Come on, use my energy.
Harry, holy shit, did you hear that?
Clear as day.
I see the lights. What is your name?
What's that?
That's where the etching is. It's backwards too. Were they using a planchette? Planchette. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? So they were using a planchette. And did they call something? Did they call something in? Who did they bring in? After 5 years, who did they bring in? What if I did a planchette? Is that dangerous? Is that dangerous? I think you're done. Is that dangerous? You're done. You're done. I'm going to try one more thing before I do our AVP session, just with the. I'm trying one more thing out of my own morbid curiosity. What's up?
You're not nauseous at all?
I got a bit of a headache. Okay. Now this is on my lap. I have my hand right over where you did the etching and the carving. I want you to, you've been making the lights in that circle go off. That's on the board. I want you to make one of the lights light up now, or all the lights light up, while I'm holding the board and I have my hand on where the etching is. Show me that you can do that. Come on. While I'm watching, while everybody, oh boy. Go ahead, make them light up. Come on. That was one time. Make them light up. Let me see you do it. I saw that quick flash. Come on. I'll go get a planchette. If that's what it'll take. See how quick that lit up and then just.
It was like a hard hit and went away.
There we go. Look. Come on. Take more than that. I want to see the lights. There we go. Come on. Use your energy. Use your energy. Use my energy. Let me see what you can do. Are you here?
They said the room went real dark, and there seems to be a darkness.
Where?
Let's try to turn this more. They're just like a pitch, like it just turned pitch black.
Are you here? Show yourself on our camera. I'm going to put this right in the middle of the board. Come on. My hands are on either side. Use my energy.
Yeah, no matter where I put the light, there's a darkness that hits wherever.
Okay, I'm gonna put the recorder on the board with the static dome, and I'm just gonna ask some questions, and then we're gonna finish up here. What is the name of the person or people that are attached to this board? What is the word that you tried to etch into the board? Is it dangerous for anyone to own this board and bring it into their home? I thought I heard the name Harry on that box there. Harry, if you're connected to this, could you say your name? Does this board have anything to do with that farm in West Virginia? Would you describe yourself or this board as being evil? What would you like to say to the next person who could potentially own this board and bring it into their home if they were listening? Was someone trying to use this board to communicate to the women and children, victims of those murders? So I got a few little lights. As I was holding it, I didn't really feel anything physically or mentally while doing that.
Yeah, but I was moving the flashlight around because there is a darkness in
A
that
shadow?
area. Like, yeah, it's just like everything got really dark and nothing changed on our end. Yeah, I'm okay. Just wanted this to be over.
What is the name of the person or people that are attached to this board?
Where's that tapping coming from?
Out there.
It wasn't me.
No, it's right out here.
It's on the mic.
Oh, you heard that boom?
What is the word that you tried to etch into the board? That you tried to etch into the board.
Oh my God.
That you tried to etch into the board.
That's on the board.
You tried to etch into the board.
Oh my God.
Into the board.
Oh my God. That's on the board. That's in the mic.
Is it dangerous for anyone to own this board and bring it into their home?
Where's that tapping from?
It's like something's tapping, like coming, like from the board itself.
board.
On the wood. It's a wood board.
I thought I heard the name Harry on that box there. Harry, if you're connected to this, could you say your name? Could you say your name? Does this board have anything to do with that farm in West Virginia? Virginia.
Chills. Ooh. This is after that.
Yeah.
Oh, I got chills. Oh. Look at that breath.
Yes. And then the boom,
This is-
boom. John, you're so dark.
Hear that? There's a long breath and then two booms. It goes on for a while. What's that going on?
Would you describe yourself or this board as being evil? What would you like to say to the next person who could potentially own this board and bring it into their home if they were listening? Was someone trying to use this board to communicate to the women and children, victims of those murders?
I'm going to try just with this box right here. I'm going to put it on the, put it right on the Ouija board and see if it'll say one word.
I'm gonna try to turn on 2 lights.
And then
Hold on a
please-
second. Let me see if that. Oh, I gotta break that dark because it is even with the flashlights. It's just
All right.
like okay, at least thou know.
All right, one word and one word only about you, about the board, about anything you want to say. One word. I want you to concentrate and say that word. One word that we know is about you or about that board or about the person attached to the board. One word. Say it now. Interaction. Are you shitting me? Interaction.
Oh, okay.
Interaction. That is freaking bizarre. All right, now I'm going to ask for a phrase. I'm going to let you say multiple words. Anything you want to say, a bunch of words, one sentence, whatever you have to say, your interaction. What is it? Say it out loud. We can hear it through that box. What is your interaction? Say it. A witch.
Oh no,
You see that?
I can't tell, John. I don't see well. There, it's gone. Hopefully, you guys saw it. They saw the other, so I'm assuming they could see that.
Okay.
No, it's still it comes and goes. I think that's what's making my nose run. To be honest with you, that smell. It's disgusting.
I'm going to turn the light on.
I had to put on several lights just to make you visible to people. The light just kept getting darker and darker and darker around you.
Not the worst Ouija board I've ever dealt with. That's for sure. Anyway, let me turn this around. All right, guys, hold on one second here while I adjust the camera again. So that's it. Yeah, different. It's always different. Again, those first toys, I didn't expect nothing from them, but it just it always gets weird. It keeps getting weirder. I'm interested in seeing what the residual effect is of the Ouija board, especially because I do have a bit of a headache, and I'm wondering what that's going to lead to as far as tonight, dreams, nightmares, or even how I feel tomorrow. But I don't smell what she smells, so I don't know what it is. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in a couple of days. And she's out there. So have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.